Hey y'all. It's been a minute since I went live, and several people have asked me or posted in my group wondering about my thoughts on the changes to Membervault. So, for those of you who don't know, Membervault is, for all intents and purposes, a course hosting platform. You can really put any content on there that you want to protect, but it's a course hosting platform similar to Teachable, Thinkific, things of that nature. And a lot of people are asking about my thoughts about their recent announcement. They're basically doing away with their forever free plan. So they had a free plan where you could have, a limited number of users consuming your content, but you could use the software for free. And it was a great way for people to get started who are, in the beginning of their business. They also had a $19 a month plan. They also had lifetime plans. All of that is going away, and they're just going to do $99 a month plan for everybody. And in addition to that, they've actually said, you know what, this is the maximum amount of people that we want to serve, and that maximum is 10,000 people on our platform, so that they can keep the experience what we've come to expect, which is very personalized, just a really quality experience with probably the best customer service I've ever seen out of any company. So here's the thing, I don't really have a lot of thoughts about it. Right. And the reason for that is because my tech stack is very mature. I've been in business for over 9 years, and our systems are pretty dialed in. And Membervault is great software. It's amazing software, and it does what we need it to do. And if you've talked to me at all about software, you know that your software should be driven by your strategy, right? So people who are like, should I use Membervault? Should I not? If you take a step back from technology and you figure out what your requirements are first, then you can evaluate Membervault or any other software much more easily, because you now have basically a job description for that software, and you know whether you should use it or not. So I still think MV is amazing software. I actually have a post. It's a pretty old post, but if you go to carveldigital.com/member site, I have a post there and a short video just talking about why I like it, why it's a great option if you are new to creating courses and you kind of want to try it out without having a big commitment. It's a great option, and I think it's still a great option. Um, Other things I love about MV is it's run by amazing people. Aaron and Mike Kelly are the husband and wife team who run Membervault, and they're amazing, and they give amazing service, and they have an amazing product. And I really jive with their values. Like, they are one of the few white person led companies that have been talking about racial justice and diversity and equity and inclusion before George Floyd was murdered, right? Like, I know the rest of y'all got woke then, but like, they've been talking about that and demonstrating that. And I actually told them once, in unsolicited feedback, that their Facebook community, which is one of the best on the internet, by the way, is one of the few white led Facebook groups where I actually see racial diversity in the group and where they're actually talking about it. So that's really hard to find in tech. Like, tech that's made by people who give a shit and people who share my values, like that right there is a really great reason why I love Membervault. So the other thing is, there's the whole reason I'm even making this, like, someone asked about it and it's like, I'm not really thinking about that. I'm thinking about season 4 of my podcast, which I'm going to start recording very soon. But I looked in the group and I've seen some of the conversation, and it's like, oh, we've lost trust in Membervault, and how could they do this to us? And I'm like, it's a business, y'all. Like, they want to get paid. That's it. They're running a business and they want to get paid. Like, I'm not mad at that. And if you're mad at that, then like, what does your business look like? So, if your whole business model is disrupted over paying $19 for a month for some software, or even $99 a month, you don't have a software problem. You have a business problem. That means your business can't actually fund itself, and you need to go deal with that like ASAP. Right? So that's another thing. Um, if you I just actually posted, I posted in my Service CEOs group kind of a come to Jesus video about this, about people not understanding what they actually need to make in their business to have their business be sustainable, right? Sustainable and profitable. So let me find that. Um, this is a post that I put up about that. In the post, I do a video demonstration of a spreadsheet that I created, and shout out to Megan Hale, who was the inspiration for that. Um, but it's a really simple spreadsheet where you can just put some numbers in and see, like, can your business actually pay for itself? So go check out that post. It's a free post. It's on my blog. You don't have to pay for it. Um, because that's the larger issue. And so all the people who are whining about broken trust and, oh my God, we're gonna have to pay. First of all, they're not doing this price hike until April 1st. So if you get in before that, then you get to keep whatever level you come in on. You're not going to have a free level, but if you want to come in at $19 and you want to stay there, you can stay there. And if you choose to upgrade, then and you're already a customer, then they're offering discounts. Like, they couldn't be more thoughtful about how they've actually done this. And so the people who are just like over the top upset about it, I really think like they have larger issues than just like, oh, this company is doing the thing that they need to do to stay in business and provide service the way they want to provide it. It's really, really normal. It's really inevitable for a growing business to have to make these decisions, right? I talk about this all the time. In fact, I just had a client. We had our coaching call last week, and I just had a client who is a service, a wellness provider. And she sent out the email that, okay, I'm not taking insurance anymore because it pays shit, and I'm raising my prices, and I'm not giving discounts anymore. And she was so nervous to do that, and she got a lot of messages that were like, "Good for you," because this is a really valuable service. And I think, like, especially as women, we're so conditioned to like, oh, if we raise our prices even a little bit, then we have to give like 100 times more. I'm like, fuck that. so um so businesses want to get paid, and as you grow, it's normal to want to focus on your core audience and the people that you really want to serve, and to structure your business around that. That's normal, that's natural, that's healthy. And then you're going to leave some people behind, and that's okay too. They'll be okay, they'll find other stuff. And let's see what's going on in the comments. Hi, Megan. Um, do you know if they have any talk around including video hosting? I have no idea. Go ask Membervault. Somebody says, I signed up for Membervault last week and totally plan on staying with them. Yeah, it's an amazing company. Like, I've never been sad about my decision to use their software. Someone said it was super generous to be free for so long. And what are they supposed to do? Just go out of business? Exactly. And these are the same people who, we've all done this. It's like, what's a free tool that does X, right? That's just a classic beginner question, because they're thinking about what's coming out of their bank account and not the return that they need to make, right? They don't have a plan to make that investment profitable. And so that's all that is. And that's not even really who I'm focused on. Some people will come to me sometimes and say like, and ask like, oh, do you think I should use this? And it's like, you know what, if you want my personal advice or guidance around what software you should use, someone asked like, when's your next Ask Me Anything? Well, those are every Wednesday from 2 to 3 Pacific inside my content bootcamp program. So if you really want my personal advice, like, come on in. The water's fine. We are enrolling new members every month, and you can come and apply, and then you can get my guidance and opinion on software, on content, on lots of different things in there. And we have a good time. So would love to have you in there if that's something that you think would be useful. And if you are struggling with the tech, I've got 2 podcasts around tech guidance. One is episode 7 of Begin As You Mean to Go On. If you go to carveldigital.com/7, that one is called Going Beyond Wanting a Website for My Business. And it talks about, the importance of strategy and all those good things. And then I also have an episode 14 about choosing your tech stack. That's at carveldigital.com/14. Both of those are very beginner friendly. I actually walk through like at what stage should you actually even be thinking about these technology investments. So those are great resources, totally free again. So someone else says, I love MV so much, proud of them for the way they are taking it to the next level. Exactly. Yeah. Um, so, I'm going to say this one more time. I'm never going to stop. I'm never going to get off this soapbox. You should be choosing your software based on your strategy and your requirements, and your software should be paying for itself. Like if you can't figure out within 2 to 3 months how to get that software to pay for itself, then you've got larger fish to fry. You've got bigger issues, right? There's lots of things you can do. You can pre-sell your course. Like there's so many things you can do. So let's see what JR has to say. The announcement just made me accelerate on a couple of projects that were in the wings. Yeah. It's like shit or get off the pot time, right? Like, are you going to use this stuff? I have had so many people in the last maybe 3 weeks either tell me on coaching calls or post in my group that they bought the pot of gold, which is my resource to help you organize your content so that you can reuse it, but they hadn't been using it. And something clicked for them and they started actually using it. And then we're like, oh, I'm saving so much time because I actually have one place to go to, to see what content I have, to strategize about my content, to reuse my content. I sent out an email yesterday, and yesterday I was really tired. I just got back from vacation, a very active vacation, and I was really tired. And I was like, you know what? I don't feel like writing a new email today. I was like, what do we have to pull out of the hat here? And I went and found a great email and I reused it. And that in turn, one of my clients was like, oh, I've seen that before. And she was like, oh yeah, I can go look in my pot of gold too. And I can, I can start reusing my stuff. So if you don't have that yet, let me stick that link up here. Go get that. It's $49. Like, go save yourself 10 hours recreating something that you didn't realize you had. That was another comment that I got. So yeah, that is my hot take on Membervault. Love MV. Somebody said I just went through a tech audit and MV was a hard keep. Yeah, like I love it. And there might come a time when you want to create your own custom solution, but you might not necessarily need to. Maybe you don't want to be the tech manager in your business. Maybe that's honestly, like, I'm a developer. I have a developer background, and I have created at least 5 different custom online course solutions, including for my own course. And I met Mike and I decided, you know what? This guy's really good and he makes good software, and I don't want to manage that anymore. I want to think about my content. So I moved to Membervault and have never been sorry about that decision. So that's my hot take, y'all. I hope you've enjoyed it. Thanks for those of you who showed up live and left comments. If you're watching this on Instagram, I'll throw some of these links up in my stories, and I'm gonna get back to work. All right, y'all, take care.